Hey, what's up, guys? Um, I'm gonna post this video because I haven't seen any new duty belt videos up. The newest one I've seen was like 2 months ago, so I figured I'd post mine and show you guys how I run my setup and my gear for work. I am not a police officer. A lot of people mistake me for that here in Chicago because my vest is kind of similar to Chicago police, but of course, I don't have any police patches or anything on my vest. It does say officer on the back, but I'm allowed to have that because I am an officer, not a police officer. Um, I'm a lefty, so all you right-handed people, like 90% of you in the world, don't make fun of me. I'm just as qualified. Um, so I run a Glock. Well, first the belt is made by Bianchi. It's nylon. With my company that I work for, you can wear any type of duty gear, like far as the fabric goes. Nylon, leather, basket weave leather. It really don't matter as long as you train. You know how to use everything on your belt effectively and safely. Um, so yes, nylon made by Bianchi. I had a Black Hawk Serpa level 3 on there, but I recently got a TLR1 light. Seeing that I work 90% of the time, I work overnight, so I needed a light, and I don't like the lights that are made for the Black Hawk Serpa holsters. So yeah, so I have the Streamlight TLR1 high lumens on it. On this is the Glock 17 Gen 4 9mm. I'm gonna take it out so you guys can see. Another thing, I don't know why people post videos showing people how to use these holsters, how to get guns out, and I think that's the dumbest thing. In case any criminals are watching, that just helps them in how to get a gun from a cop or armed security guard or anybody that's legally able to carry a firearm. As you can see, 17 rounds. I have 3 mags. This one and 2 other on my vest, but I'll get to that later. As you can see, TLR1 high lumen there, and it also has the strobe. But yes, I'm actually going to change those sights out. I want some iron sights, some either some high vis or some the ones that glow in the dark, some true glow or something. But I'll safety check this for you gun freaks out there. Hold on, I got to set the camera down. As you can see, there is nothing. I got to clean it because I went to the gun range recently and put about 200 rounds through here. So let me put, for the sake of this video, I'm going to put this mag back in here and put this back in the holster safely. Okay, next to that, right behind my weapon on the left side, I have my OC spray. Saber Defense, 10%. I actually just had to use this last night on a fella. Good thing I had my body camera on because it was his word against mine because the victim fled the scene. I want to say it was probably gang violent related. Well, gang related. Apparently these two know each other from prison, but one guy didn't like the way the guy was sizing up his little brother, so he just hit him, and of course he's the aggressor, so I had to OC him. And in the midst of me trying to detain him, the Hispanic guy finally got off the ground and hit the gentleman's brother, and he took off. So it was really his word against mine when the cops finally showed up. But yeah, that OC spray, it works wonders. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a taser or not. Those things are pretty expensive, but I do have the training for it. I am certified to use one. Now, I rarely carry this, but if I do, it's normally on my right side, like a cross draw where I'm able to draw it with my left hand. But I don't really like the extra weight on my belt. I'm pretty good with fighting. I box, so I'm not really worried about hand-to-hand combat or anything. I feel like now if the person have a knife or anything, then I'll OC them. But if that doesn't work, then I have no choice. Lord forbid it, but I have no choice but to go for that one for my firearm. But this right here, I would recommend it for those people that do armed security, because this thing works wonder. I I had to hit a few people with this. One guy actually tried to follow me home. Well, not follow me home, but when I got off work, I didn't have a car at the time, so I was taking the public transportation, and the guy would follow me, like, just saying things behind me, walking behind me, and saw that he pulled out a bottle and tried to use it as a weapon. So I whacked him a couple of times with this across his knuckles, and yeah, ended up breaking one of his knuckles with this. Didn't want to have to do that, but you don't follow somebody home. Just be lucky I didn't pull my firearm on you, because that was a pretty big gin bottle, and that could be considered a deadly weapon. In the small of my back, Jesus, my knuckles are really ashy. Been going like this, trying to hold my balance up. But anyway, in the small of my back, it's pretty clear, because I sit down in my car, and I'm actually looking to get a used police car, a Charger to be exact, 2015 model, because I have a 2013 Ford Focus, and it's kind of hard getting in and out of my vehicle with all of this stuff on. It's a little easier now that I eliminated some things off of my belt and moved a lot of things to the front. But still, I just want that vehicle to be a little easier. But yes, all of my back is clear. This is my glove pouch. This is not Bianchi. This is Patrol Tech. You can see there. But it works wonders. You can fit 2 pairs of gloves in there. I have these latex. I had the black ones in there, but I had to use those up, and I decided to put the blue ones in there, but I still have the black ones as well. A whole box of those. This is actually new. I just got this a few days ago. A tourniquet. I recommend that anybody that does security work, armed security work, and law enforcement work, to have this. Be trained on how to use it though. But yes, have this. If you for any reason, have to use your weapon, or you just come up on a gunshot victim, whether they're shot in the leg or the arm or something like that, where you can get this around, this will cut off the circulation if used properly, and stop the bleeding from the wound. And then of course you will want to write on there what time you had to tighten it up and cut the circulation off. And if they know they blood type, it would be helpful to put it somewhere on there as well. But definitely, this is for EMS use and fire department, so they know what time you cut the circulation off, and if that limb can be saved, it'll be saved. I actually have 3 sets of handcuffs. I got this about a month ago because I had the regular open top Bianchi handcuff pouch. Let me move this over. But I switched to the double because I was trying, like I said, I was trying to eliminate the space on my belt so it'd be easy for me to get in and out of my car. But I have the nickel plated Smith & Wesson Model 100, and I actually had to use this in my other to detain that guy because he was a pretty big guy. Had short arms. This is the blued out version. I'm actually gonna get some hinged handcuffs and keep those in my cargo pants pocket. But that's that. And this is on the right side of my belt. So I'll just leave that open. So it sits in the front, so it's accessible both hands. Man, I really need some lotion. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Now my vest this is a level 2. I'm actually about to upgrade to a level 3A, but I'll be getting that Kevlar insert from the from the same company. That way the measurements are still the same. It's just the threat level on that one is level 3A instead of a level 2. That way I don't have to get my vest remade or custom fitted to that and those inserts. But yes, I have a little molly right here to I had my spare magazines on my belt, but like I said, I was trying to eliminate some space, so I said why not buy one of those and put it on there and mount it to my vest. I have a Kershaw knife. I think I paid like 20 something, 30 bucks for this. I love it. I need to clean it because I was cutting something. I forgot what it was, but it had a lot of like sticky stuff or tape or whatever on there. So, but yeah, I keep that right there. I'll never have to use that knife for anything, like anything serious, whether it's to defend myself or, you know, to cut a seatbelt or anything, or, you know, or any zip ties. Here is my body camera. I had this for about 2 months, and this thing is perfect. Like I say, it's their word against yours. Even if yours may be the truth and theirs a lie, if their lie sounds better than your truth, and then there's no witnesses, and it literally comes down to his or her word against yours, and like I say, their lie sounds better than your truth. It can be a sticky situation. So yeah, I recommend anybody in security, if your security company allow it, to get a body camera. I got that. I forgot the exact model, but I got that off of Amazon for like 99 bucks, 110 bucks, I want to say, after everything, because I had chose to get it shipped to me the next day instead of waiting those 3-4 days or whatever. My badge is just a regular badge. It doesn't say have my company name on there, but it's security private officer. I'm actually having the patch made that'll have my company logo on there, but it'll be Velcro so I can take it off and put it on. I have a handcuff key that looks like a pen. It's just easier to, you know, get handcuffs off of people using that, because when you're adrenaline rushing, your hands tend to shake just a little bit. I have a pen here. I need to keep more pens on me, and inside I keep just a notepad, you know, to write down whatever information I need. This is actually because, by the way, I had purchased this weapon off of somebody legally, not illegally, legally. So, you know, if I ever have to use my weapon, I keep the paperwork on me, basically like the bill of sale, and show that that everything was transferred to me. But the way it works when you transfer weapons here in Illinois from one party to another, the legal way, technically when they run the serial number of the person who originally bought it from the gun shop, it's still in their name, but that paperwork shows that you now legally own that firearm, and you know, they can't really, the person who owned it previously before you cannot be in any trouble for your use of that weapon, but they will be contacted to confirm that they sold the weapon to you. But I got the paperwork proving it, all party signature and phone numbers and addresses and everything. So that's that for my vest. And then of course on the back it says officer. It's a vacuum, but it says officer. That is Velcro. So eventually when I become CPD or whatever, I can, and they allow me to continue to use my vest, my personal vest, and I'll just put, you know, a police patch on the back, or sheriff, or whichever one I decide to go with, whoever hires me, really. But that's that. And this is my duty setup. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave any questions pertaining to my duty gear, where I got everything, or, you know, questions if you're serious about joining security or becoming armed. Yeah, leave all of that in the comment section, and I will get back to you. Like and subscribe.